Adult men watch videos of me working. And I'm not talking about this YouTube thing. Tell me if you would like this job. So here's what you do. You watch videos of strong men working hard. They're working in the heat, the humidity, under the sun. They're driving big, fancy, heavy vehicles around bigger, fancier, heavier vehicles. They get on their hands and knees crawling around on the concrete. You can get paid to watch that. Some lonely bastards go to OnlyFans and pay money to watch videos of other people doing uncomfortable things. But a select few have figured out how to hack the system and get paid to watch it. If you're up for a story, let's go. First things first, let me introduce you to the second coolest thing I have ever driven. It's cooler than the Corvette. It's way cooler than the Porsche. It's way, way, way cooler than the Tesla because Teslas are garbage. Teslas are complete garbage. If you like Teslas, I'm deporting you. This thing is not as cool as the de-icing truck that I drove, but it's faster, it's nimbler, it's more fun. It's called Electro. It's used for towing airplanes. What does all this have to do with adult men watching videos of me? Everything is extremely expensive and extremely heavy. If anything goes wrong, if something gets damaged or someone gets injured, my employer and their insurance company are on the line for millions of dollars. Even the most minor damage to an airplane requires dozens of hours of inspection and repair and paperwork and headaches for a lot of people. Successful companies must avoid those scenarios at all costs. So they hire people to watch videos and catalog everything that happens inside airplane hangars and on the ramp. One time, my coworker was driving the Electro down the ramp and I was in the passenger seat. I jokingly said, "Do a 360. Just crank the steering wheel, do a little spin." And he did it, and it was the greatest thing that happened on that particular working day. And then he got a very serious talking to with the boss. So it was something like, "Never do that again. There are cameras. I know you would never crash anything. And if there were no cameras, I have full confidence that you would do the occasional fun thing out on the ramp. You're a trained pilot, for fuck's sake. You know how to handle machinery and fly in a damn blizzard, or at least land in a blizzard. So literally just for the cameras, you can't do that again because they're watching. They won't give us money to hire more line guys, but they'll hire people to watch the cameras." You know those kind of guys. They get fired if they didn't watch enough videos of stronger guys fueling airplanes in blizzards. These guys literally get paid to watch hard men doing shit they could never do, but if they see one tiny thing out of place, they cry to the insurance bitches. Those fucking plagues. We're out here doing real shit to keep the economy going, and they're worried about the bottom line of some shit-fuck company in Austin, Texas, who the old boss sold this place to. None of that is verbatim. I didn't hear the boss say anything like that. I didn't even hear the conversation. It's just my description of the kind of words I can imagine my boss saying to the coworker, and for legal purposes, this entire story is fiction. My coworker and I both knew that it would be irresponsible to do a 360, but it would also be cool as fuck to do it. And it makes it even funnier for me that he got a talking to from a boss who was purely doing it as a formality, literally just because of the cameras. Dear video watchers, hi, it's me. I'm one of the guys in the videos that you obsessively watch every day. I know you pore over every detail of my videos, and I appreciate having you as a fan. I'm glad you enjoy my content, but I need to be honest with you. You're doing it because you're physically incapable of doing what we do. We don't respect you. Your job is to watch stronger men working harder than you and to go cry to mommy if we do something silly. Now, I know you don't identify as a man who watches videos of other men doing jobs that you're too weak to do, but, well, that's what you are. On the other hand, the market wants what it wants. So this is the part where I have to address the hard-working dudes out doing the real work to keep the economy going. The guys welding in 120-degree heat, the factory workers cleaning their paint guns with lacquer thinner and not wearing a respirator. Dear hard-working men, if someone can figure out how to make more money for less work, that's often a good decision. Not always, but often. For example, if somebody is able to produce a good enough resume and job interview to get hired at a higher rate than what was listed on the website, which means he makes more money than people with more seniority, surely that man can teach you a couple things. Like perhaps you should have read a salary negotiation book in the past decade. Let me make that point a little louder. Perhaps you should have read a salary negotiation book in the past decade. The man who just got hired and makes more money than you has seen you playing games on your phone during downtime. You've probably been spending the past few decades like that. Maybe you could have used some of that time to invest a little bit in your future. Making more money at your job is not always as difficult as society wants to make it seem. If you can prove to your boss that you're going to be on the ball at all times and that you will take full responsibility for solving problems during your shift, that makes the boss want to fight for you. It takes more thought than being the kind of person who just sits down and plays a phone game, but some people choose to go that route. But look, if your work-life balance is good right now, if you're cool with your job, if you wouldn't want a physically easier job that pays more money, I get it. You want to clock out at the end of the day and stop thinking about work. That's perfectly understandable. My thought process is this. If you could have a physically easier job that pays more, I believe you could be happier. Hard jobs suck, breathing in jet fumes, baking under the sun, standing in front of a jet for 20 minutes while the pilots go through their checklists, getting on a tall-ass ladder, fueling an even taller-ass Cessna Caravan, and just hoping you don't fall 15 feet onto the icy concrete and break your legs. It's not the hardest job in the world, and I understand that a lot of guys take pride in doing hard jobs. It's the sort of mindset like, my job makes the economy run and I'm a big, strong man doing big, strong man stuff. But what's your exit strategy? Do you have any skills that will still provide income when you're too old to do this job? Retirement culture is disappearing. Our economy is being deliberately plundered by people who hate us. And this point about skills that will still provide income when you're too old to do this job, that has been one of my major focuses for the past few years. None of us know how long we will live, but if I live past 60, I won't be able to do the hard physical jobs I've done in the past, and I see 60-year-old guys doing those jobs, and it's miserable. They are in hell. So I need to develop skills that put money into my bank account and don't require me to do hard labor when I'm 70. It's nice that the big, strong man jobs give you the pride of being a big, strong man, but you're not always going to be one. So unless you're saving enough money for 20 to 30 years of retirement and end-of-life medical care, and hopefully enough money to leave something for your kids and grandkids, unless you're doing that, you're probably going to be screwed. Our economy, again, I already said this, it's being deliberately plundered by people who I consider demons in the literal, not figurative sense. And the working class will never unite to overthrow them. Nobody is coming to save us. So we have to develop skills that pay us during the incoming hyperinflation and collapse of Western hegemony. Otherwise, what's the alternative? We just starve. And I know a ton of people watching this video, I'm just going to go rob my neighbors. That's what Yeah, you're not going to do that, buddy. I got 16 shotguns. So we can sit here and disrespect office workers all day. But we should probably learn how they have managed to trick an entire world into believing that their jobs deserve money. Like, what are they doing? People think their jobs deserve... Bosses literally think that the people under them deserve the money that they're making. The bosses, he thinks he himself deserves money. None of these office jobs do anything. You stare at Excel spreadsheets all day and move a couple cells around. You set up meetings that plan other meetings. How have these people convinced the economy that they deserve money? So that is the mission of the big, strong men. Figure out how those idiots manage to convince people that they deserve more money than we do. So that's where I'm going to end this. I hope you had fun learning about the grown men who watch videos of me working. Seems kind of weird, bro, but you make more money than I do, so I guess I'm actually the idiot. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by, cutie pie. Mwah, I love you.